in the first video of this manual transmission swap in my classic Saab 900, we obviously removed the engine. So if you guys want to see that video, you haven't seen it, go check it out. But in this video, we are going to be mating the manual transmission, the clutch, all of that good stuff to the stock engine. So first what we have to do is obviously disconnect the automatic transmission from here. So, and at some point we'll finally be able to get around and mounting this. So this will be super fun. Can't wait to get started. But yeah, let's get to it. I wasn't recording, but John just pulled this plastic cover off here and threw it over there dramatically to, you know, help make the point that we don't need it anymore. But there's the torque converter sitting right there. So because
with your what? Oh, with your hand.
I saw the walnut drop just roll past. We'll get you, buddy. We'll get you.
We're coming for you, man.
All this for an oil change.
Oh, yep.
That's what it's for.
So we went to Harbor Freight, picked up a couple of these super cheap furniture dollies for like $9 a piece, and that's the way we're gonna roll this around. So everything should be disconnected, thanks to John and Lucas. Well, I ate pizza, with the exception of
I hate pizza.
with the exception of all the bolts that hold it to the oil pan or connect to the engine, I guess. So I guess you're good to lower it.
Oh, she'll sit all down.
There we go.
Oh, no, she doesn't have it, does she? I think she does.
Dude, I swear every time we move this thing, more coolant comes out of somewhere. It's ridiculous. Off in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little bit of a pain. Lubricated. Some built-in PB blaster on there. 1/2 inch to 3/8 adapter. That one.
I told him he wasn't gonna last. And
Here's this little bolt tool right here. I forgot.
That was
ask you. Awesome. I mentioned this in my last video, but I had a subscriber send out a Bentley manual for the 900, which is super generous of him. So we're using that. You can see all the bolts here, and the interesting thing is, I noticed this at the yard when we pulled it out, is some of them are different lengths. So here we have the diagram, so we know exactly where the long ones go, which is super helpful. We're just pulling off the last couple ones, and hopefully we can break it apart. Yeah, there you go. Keep going.
yeah, baby.
Keep
He's
going.
off. Just have to come
Hold on.
I think it's on an input.
You want me to drop it just a little bit?
It's just hanging.
It's on that thing just a little bit here. Lower it down some. Alright.
That's fair.
Fireworks.
About an inch will scrape together.
Stuff it in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That radiator hose is
Hey, let's
leaking.
get this away from the
Yeah.
Every time we touch it, it leaks out more.
Every time we touch.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slide her out.
Yeah, slide her on out.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Oh wait, hold on. Oil pickup too. Let me. Let's just lift it up a little bit more.
There, just like that. There you go. We got a flat tire. We still ran the curve. Alright,
Push it on down the driveway. Make sure you hit the S3 on the way out. Probably not. Popping off. Come on. There she goes.
there it is. That's cool.
Yeah, so we're going to
Oh yeah.
throw that all in now. This is just straight off the SPG at the junkyard, like I mentioned in a previous video. So we have the flywheel bolts off of the manual at the junkyard. So those will obviously go in the center. And we'll start putting the rest on, and we'll dolly the manual over here and
We can slap that flywheel on.
marry it out.
There's a set pin on there.
Yeah, we even got the set pin.
Yep.
All right, sweet. Let's get to it.
Where'd she go?
Hold on.
Oh, right there.
I'm gonna hold it on there. I can start turning on the Zoom. Oh, I guess you already got it. Then never mind.
We don't. Not taking these, just sending them.
Working this down at full power.
That does it.
Oh gosh.
So we ran into a bit of an issue. One of these flywheel bolts snapped on us.
Good old age.
About the third or fourth one in. So
You don't have to say us. It was me.
It was.
I did it.
It would happen to any of us. So thankfully it snapped off just enough to where John was able to get some vice grips on it so we can pull it out, because otherwise
We would have been drilling and tapping.
into the freaking
Crankshaft. Into a hardened crankshaft.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have worked.
So we got extremely lucky.
We would have been running 6 bolts.
So yeah, so I
Since
think
one snapped
this
already.
video is going to be over for now in real time, and I'm gonna have to order some new bolts. There we go. It's a lot different.
Oh yeah. Look at that. The way it goes, man. Just like that.
Swapped. Done.
Does it look like that?
I have the raccoon eye thing going on and dirt all over me. I've been wearing gloves all day, but still an absolute disaster. So that's why I haven't been showing my face. But like I said, we snapped one of the flywheel bolts. Just happens, they're old bolts. I need to order a new motor mount anyways, and some other things. So this video is going to take a pause for now. I'm not sure how uploading will go, just depending on how this video might come out later. But what I'm going to be doing in the meantime, like I said, is cleaning this engine bay. This is absolutely disgusting. Oil everywhere, coolant everywhere now. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I also really want to go through and just clean this whole engine too, because it's not really super oily, but it's very just dusty, and it just needs a good like wipe down and clean. Now that's out of here, it's the best time to do it, and I'm going to have time to wait until I can get all my parts. I need to actually put it back in. Since we ran in this roadblock, video upload order might be a little bit different, but this might come up first. I also got to do all the interior stuff. That'll be another video. So yeah, I think for now it's time to go inside. It's been a 14-hour day working on this.
Several days later.
You can see it starting to clean the crap out of the threads.
So it's been a whole week. Because that bolt snapped, I had to order a new set of bolts. John has some nice tools here to help clean these threads out. He also helped clean the threads on some of the other bolts that got a little bit messed up or were super dirty, so huge thanks to him. So we're gonna clean out all those bolts. I'm gonna do this seal here. I have to clean up the transmission while he's doing all that. And we'll hopefully actually mount it this time and not break anything, because now...
Crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed, because now we've got a whole spare set of bolts, and we've got 2 new motor mounts that came in, and some other fun stuff like spare vacuum line. Got my AC belt now, so lots to do. This is all cleaned up, all the old gaskets off. John's just finishing up the last one of these, and we'll be good to start working on the seals and getting this thing mounted. Check all the fuel injectors also. Yep. There we go.
Like that.
There. Lock it down and just go.
Hey, there we
like
go.
that.
All right. I almost didn't want to do this repair, but I did it anyways, thanks to peer pressure from the comments on my first video of this swap.
So you'll usually have to alternate like back and forth.
So I made a rookie mistake here. I hammered the seal in too far, and obviously if you hammer it in too far, then it's not going to do its job. So we were able to fish it out, but it did get just a little bit damaged. There's an AutoZone locally that has a spare, so we're going to go run up there and get a new one and try this again. That went in a lot easier the second time, but it's nice and not recessed. So it'll do its job this time. All right, so now we can put the flywheel on. Sweet. Shout out to random guy on eBay because these are used flywheel bolts. They're only like 10 bucks and another 10 bucks for shipping, but they look just about new. They're very clean. So we're gonna lightly torque them in with the impact, or likely buzz them in with the impact, and then we'll actually torque them down to 63 foot-pounds because they're the bigger, the 19 millimeter head.
I'll just make sure it's flush.
Oh. Not exactly star pattern, but that's fine.
Semi-star.
Yeah. Sweet. So John's just cleaning off the pressure plate and the flywheel real quick where the clutch mates to it. These are all torqued down. No issues this time, so cleaning out all those threads and getting some new bolts really, really helped.
Clutch can only go in one way. See how that doesn't touch. So, just like that.
Got it. And that just sandwiches it.
Infinite wisdom, it's not splined at all. So what we're gonna do is line up.
Stick the bolt in.
Yeah. We'll get an extension to help kind of center the clutch. And then the nice thing is, it'll sit nice and tight because you have that pilot bearing in the clutch or in the flywheel. So it shouldn't move at all.
Sweet.
Keep that there. It'll be nice and centered and that'll blow out the
So I just got the new gasket mounted for this. We're gonna put a little bit of gasket sealer around the outside. You're only supposed to put it on the ends, but I think it might be best to put it around the whole outside just to be safe.
This is what you really want to seal. Sometimes they're not 100% flush, and they're a little bit more prone to leaking if you just use the gasket.
So yeah, gasket maker it is. Got some right here. John's gonna throw in the new pickup tube super quick. I have a new O-ring from Saab parts we'll throw on as well. And I'm gonna start with the gasket maker on the transmission.
Keep it going. Just at that pace.
Oh, there, I'll look on the other side while you type.
There it is. We got the manual mounted up to the automatic. I guess, should we throw the input shaft in real quick?
A little. There's a snap ring in there.
Oh, we just got to go past the snap ring. Got it. So we got that in. So all the manual parts are mounted. I guess the only other thing we could really do is put the cover over all this, the little plastic cover right here. But yeah, this box is finally starting to empty out. In the next video, we're gonna be kind of looking over the engine. I wanna do an oil change, which pretty much just means put a new filter on, maybe fill it with oil, we'll see. And we're also gonna be replacing the crank seal here, the other crank seal, because it was leaking pretty bad. So we're gonna do that now, but you guys will see that in a future video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Big shout out to John once again. Give him a follow. He's got his hatch sitting out there. He's got his 9.5, lots of cool Saab stuff. So give him a follow on Instagram. I'll see you guys next time.
Take it easy.